Hi, welcome back. We are solving some examples as part of trigonometric equations. Now, this is the problem we have here. Let's solve it together. Find the general solution of sin theta equal to root 3 by 2, cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2. You have to find out the solution of general solution of for theta. Okay, this is the equation. So, it should satisfy both of them. So, for that what I will do is, I will just go ahead and try to draw the 4 quadrants, because this is Bible to me in trigonometry. Whatever you want, you have to refer back to here, because this tells us how that particular trigonometric ratio behaves in a quadrant. This is first quadrant, second, third, fourth. Okay. Now, first, by sin theta equal to root 3 by 2, I know that theta seems to be related to 60 degrees. That is nothing but equal to pi by 3. But there is a problem. Sin is positive here and also here. So it can be any one of them. We know that cos is also positive here. That means it should be only here. So what we have to do is, we have to take both the conditions we have to consider. Sin is positive, so sin is positive in first and second. Cos is negative. Cos is negative in let me take another color. Cos is negative in third quadrant. Cos is negative in third quadrant and also second quadrant. So what we want? We want sin positive, cos negative. That means it has to be only in the second quadrant. So in second quadrant, what will be the angle? If it is in first quadrant, the angle is 60 degrees. But in the second quadrant, you want to have cos and sin together. So sin of, for that we have to go back and see that sin of theta is nothing but equal to sin of 180 minus theta. You will agree with me? Because sin is positive in the second quadrant. Since it is 180 degrees, so sin will remain as sin. Or you can say even multiples of 90 degrees or pi by 2. Okay. Similarly, cos of 180 minus theta is nothing but equal to 180 minus theta. Since it is even multiple, it will remain as cos. But in the second quadrant, cos is negative, so it will be minus cos theta. That is what we want. We want negative here and also we want positive here. So theta is not equal to pi by 3 actually. Theta is equal to 180 minus of 60 degrees, that is 120 degrees, which is nothing but equal to 120 by 180 into pi, 2 pi by 3. Now, to satisfy both sin theta equal to root 3 by 2 and cos theta equal to minus 1 by 2, theta should be here and it should be equal to 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is the angle it's making. Now, we know that since this is a periodic function, it will repeat for every 2 pi, the same value will repeat. That means the principal solution is 2 pi by 3 and the general solution equal to 2n pi plus 2 pi by 3. So please remember, whenever you have been given two trigonometric equations and to find out a general solution, what you have to do? First you have to find out which quadrant both the conditions will be satisfied. In this particular case, sin is positive. We know sin is positive in first and second quadrant. Cos is negative. We know cos is negative in second and third quadrants. Both should be satisfied. It is possible only in the second quadrant. Now, we know from the first equation that theta equal to 60 degrees or 120 degrees. But once we have checked, it should be there in the second quadrant. 60 is ruled out, 120 is the solution. That means 2 pi by 3 radians is the theta. Now once we know that as principal solution, we know that these are all periodic functions. So it will repeat for every 360 degrees or 2 pi the same value. So general solution is 2n pi plus 2 pi by 3. Okay. Let us do one more problem. I hope you are okay with this. This is the equation. 5 cos square theta plus 7 sin square theta equal to 6. We have to find out the general solution. Now to solve this, one way you can sin square theta, you can convert it as 1 minus cos square theta. What I prefer to do is, since there is 5 cos square theta, I will just make it as 5 cos square theta plus 5 sin square theta plus 2 sin square theta equal to 6. Now we know that this is equal to 5 because cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. So I can write it as 5 into cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is nothing but equal to 1, plus 2 sin square theta equal to 6. This is nothing but equal to 5 plus 2 sin square theta equal to 6. That gives me 2 sin square theta equal to 6 minus 5, that's equal to 1. 2 sin square theta equal to 1, sin square theta equal to 1 by 2. That gives me sin square theta equal to sin square pi by 4. Now this is of the form sin square x equal to k. Therefore general solution x equal to n pi plus or minus alpha, which is nothing but equal to pi by 4. So that is the general solution for this. We'll solve one more problem. This is the problem we have to solve. We have to find out the general solution. 6 tan square x minus 2 cos square x equal to cos 2x. If I see here, cos 2x is also nothing but equal to 2 cos square x minus 1, and tan square x I'll try to convert them into sin square into by cos square, so that I can have a equation in cos square. That's what I'm planning to do. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to convert this as 6 sin square x by cos square x minus 2 cos square x equal to cos 2x. I will write it as 2 cos square x minus 1 so that I can convert this into a cos square. Now I will multiply the whole left hand side and right hand side by cos square x. Okay, so what happens now? What I will have is, I'll have 6 sin square x minus 2 cos to the power of 4x equal to 2 cos to the power of 4x minus cos square x. I hope you are okay with that. We just did the multiplied by with cos square throughout. This cancels. I will have cos to the power 4 here, cos to the power 4 here, and cos square here. Now these whole terms are in cos square. This is only in sin square. I will try to convert it. So I will say 6 into 1 minus cos square x minus 2 cos to the power of 4x equal to 2 cos to the power of 4x minus cos square x. Now I will swap them from left hand to right hand side so that I will have positives here. This is nothing but 6 minus 6 cos square x minus 2 cos to the power of 4x equal to 2 cos to the power of 4x minus cos square x. Now let me bring whatever is there on the left hand side to the right hand side so that I can make them positive. 2 plus 2 is 4. So this becomes 4 cos to the power of 4x. 6 cos square x will become plus 6 minus 1, that is plus 5 cos square x minus 6 equal to 0. What I have done, all I have brought from left hand side to right hand side. Now if you take cos square x equal to t this is nothing but 4t square plus 5t minus 6 equal to 0. Now I have to find out factors from this. I know that the product of this should be minus 24 and the sum should be equal to plus 5. So I should have positive first because I have plus 5 here. I should have negative. 24 factors are 8 into 3, where I can have plus 8 minus 3. So that sum equal to plus 5, product equal to minus 24. So I can write it as 4t square plus 8t minus 3t minus 6 equal to 0. Now I can take 4t common. I will have t plus 2 minus 3 into t plus 2 equal to 0. That is nothing but 4t minus 3 into t plus 2 equal to 0. Now let's substitute our cos square x back. What I will have is 4 cos square x minus 3 equal to 0. That is one solution. Another solution is cos square x plus 2 equal to 0, which I will cancel because cos square x is minus 2, which is not possible because cos range is minus 1 to 1. Okay, so this is ruled out. 4 cos square x equal to 3, that gives me cos square x equal to 3 by 4. Nothing but this is of the form cos square x equal to k. So the general solution is n pi plus or minus alpha. My alpha is nothing but cos square x equal to cos square of 30 degrees root 3 by 2 whole square. Can I write it as root 3 by 2 whole square? And you know cos 30 equal to root 3 by 2. That means cos square pi by 6. So n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha is pi by 6. So the general solution for this is n pi plus or minus pi by 6. In the next video, we will solve some more problems. We are solving some examples as part of trigonometric equations. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now. See you in the next video.